Title: After the Storm. The rain had let up, but the air still smelled like wet asphalt and rust. Joel wiped the back of his hand across his forehead, grimacing as he leaned against the dilapidated truck, the weight of the day catching up to him. His muscles ached in places he'd forgotten about, and his mind spun in a never-ending loop of decisions that needed to be made. Bill was a few feet away, crouched near the remnants of a broken-down generator, his hands working with the kind of precision that Joel had come to respect over the years. There was something about the man, his cynicism, his gruff nature, that made Joel feel like he wasn't completely alone in this ruined world. "You're looking like shit, Joel." Bill grunted, without looking up from his work. His voice was thick with disdain, but there was something softer there now, something Joel had seen flicker over the years of their strange alliance. He couldn't quite place it. "Yeah. Well, you're not exactly a picture of health either." Joel shot back, crossing his arms. The words were clipped, but they carried a weight that only Bill could understand. They'd been through too much together. Bill paused, looking up briefly with a raised eyebrow. "Takes one to know one." Joel smirked, though the expression didn't quite reach his eyes. He knew how Bill worked, how the man kept his walls up as high as the fences he built around his compound. But after everything, after surviving both clickers and worse, there were times when the walls came down, if only for a moment. "You got the part?" Joel asked, nodding toward the broken generator. Bill grunted, turning the last screw. "Yeah, I got the part." He stood up, wiping his hands on his worn-out shirt, his gaze shifting to the horizon. The air felt heavier now, and Joel could feel the tension between them, a kind of unspoken understanding that things weren't getting any easier. There was a long silence. The kind that wasn't uncomfortable, but that carried the weight of everything they'd been through. "You ever think about what happens after this?" Bill asked, his voice quieter now, something almost vulnerable there that Joel rarely heard. Joel took a deep breath, glancing at the truck, then back at Bill. "After what?" "You know, after all of this. After the fighting. After the world's gone to hell and the only thing left is you and me." Joel's gaze softened, just for a second. He didn't know what to say to that. He'd never been much for future plans. Hell, he didn't know if tomorrow would even come. He'd learned long ago to just survive and take things one step at a time. But there was something about Bill, about the way the man fought tooth and nail to survive, that made Joel feel, well, something. "I don't know," Joel said, finally. "I never thought I'd be here, Bill. Thought I was done." "Guess you don't get to pick where you end up, do you?" Bill's gaze flickered to Joel, an unreadable look in his eyes. "I suppose not," he muttered,